HCS Connects. I'm Kelly Gorel with Hampton City Schools. Today I have Daryle Rodgers with us, our out of school time coordinator with Hampton City Schools. So welcome to HCS Connects.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We would love to hear about all the great things that our students are doing beyond that school day. So tell us exactly, what is out of school time coordinator? What do you do?
Right, so for Hampton City Schools, we have several programs that we run through the extended learning day as a continuation of the school day. And so we have 21st century programs, we have math blitz programs. This year we partnered with Fine Arts, in which we provided a Phillips 5th grade band program. So we really try to provide holistic programs for students that tie into the academic supports from the school day, as well as social emotional learning and other things that help to have a holistic program.
So it's almost like school beyond school.
It is.
I mean, if you think about the hours that are put in and so forth. So that out of school time, you've mentioned many of them. Is it Monday through Friday? What are the hours? What does that look like?
Yeah, typically during the school year, it is after school Monday through Thursday. Depending on the site and which program they're actually running. And then we also have Saturday hours in which students actually get a chance to go out and to have field trips and be able to tie in what they're learning with the physical experiences as well.
Wow.
Yes.
So what kind of field trips have they attended this year?
Wow, they've gone to Washington, D.C. They have gone to Luray Caverns.
Oh, I love Luray.
Yeah. They go to Williamsburg Sports Complex. We've gone to Fort Monroe. So we try to tie in different field trips with different courses that they're learning or where they are in the pacing guides to really reinforce what they're learning and then give them the hands-on experience in doing that as well.
Excellent. So we keep saying students. What grade level of students?
So we serve anywhere between 2nd through 8th grade currently. Currently we have about 15 programs. Within that we have several 21st century programs, which are one of our programs, which we have 10. So they have elementary and middle school age groups in all of our programs.
Well, it really is school beyond school.
It is.
I mean, we talk about 15 programs here and 10 through another one,
yeah, and
all the field trips and so forth, and that wide range of our students.
Yeah. About
how many students does that really cover, though? I know you said the grade levels, but are we talking 50 students, 100 students?
Right. So each school, it varies, but total, we have about 1,200 students that we serve.
Wow, 1,200. Yeah. That's quite a bit of
1,200 students.
Now, Flying Classroom, that has been popping up a lot this year throughout Hampton City Schools. What exactly is the Flying Classroom?
So Flying Classrooms were introduced to us through Dr. Cito, who actually worked with them with the Brave Hearts program. And so this year we decided to pilot it at 2 of our 21st century programs, at Bryan and at Sims. And so what it is Captain Barrington Irvin, who was the youngest person at the time before to fly around the world solo and the only African American to do so. He created this STEM program that ties into his explorations around the world as he lands and what he does. And within it they've developed a curriculum and where the students have to use wherever he is to come up to solve a problem using STEM and technology and math. So we piloted. The students absolutely find the program to be hands-on and engaging. The teachers love teaching it, and they also provide professional development, so for our teachers as well.
Well, you said they provide professional development.
Yes, they do.
And a little birdie told me about a fantastic opportunity that I think about 10 of our HCS staff had over spring break with Barrington Irving and the Flying Classroom. So tell us about that PD.
So that PD, what he does is he brings out the different school districts, usually down to Florida where they're based at, to do professional development. It gets away from the conference model in which you go and you kind of sit, but sometimes you don't get a chance to do as much. So they want to make sure that you get to do what you're teaching or what you're taking back to the students. So this year we flew to Florida, And we knew we were going to go into some international waters. We weren't sure where because he made it a surprise, so he asked us to bring a passport. And we were kind of wondering why we needed a passport for Florida. But
so you knew you were going to Florida.
Right.
And you were told just bring a passport.
Exactly.
And you had no clue where you were going past Florida.
Right.
Okay.
And so when we got there, he let us know that he was doing some expedition work in Cuba and had a educational visa, and he was going to take us with him to do that. So we were able to go and experience Cuba and look at, wow, it's just fascinating. We looked at how they use the use of technology to, as you probably have seen, the older cars that they have on the road. It was fascinating to find out that, of course, they don't manufacture those pieces, so they fabricate and make those pieces there with their resources, which is a wonderful STEM lesson that we learned. We also looked at the different waterways between fresh and salt water and how it works in Cuba and their population, social and emotional learning. So, I mean, it was just a tremendous, rich experience for learning that we all took back something from it, and hopefully that we can share with the students and other teachers so that they can grow from it.
What an experience. And you said he took us with him.
He did.
How did he take you with him?
So he has, of course, his plane, so he flew us on his plane, so we got a chance to fly with Captain Barrington Irvin on his flight.
That's pretty cool.
It was.
That is pretty cool. And you say that you learned so many things to bring back to our other Hampton City school teachers.
Yes.
Kind of like a train the trainer model,
right,
to then bring to our students. But you all didn't just go to Florida and then had the opportunity for Cuba. He came here and he actually trained our teachers hands-on, correct?
He did. So he's come here a few times. One, he did assemblies for our students, and they had a chance to meet him. And then as well as he spoke for our out-of-school time symposium that we have every year, where we invite the community and anybody that has extended learning programs to come out. It's a free opportunity to get resources and tie into what's going on in the extended learning world. So he was one of our keynotes there, and they also did a breakout session around flying classrooms in one of his modules. And then the following day at SIMS, we had about 180 of our teachers that came out to do robotic work. They worked on drones, worked on coding. They built a bionic arm. We went over 3D technology.
These are our teachers.
These are our teachers.
So they could learn this to then bring back into their lessons for our students.
Exactly. And so they get a chance to actually do one of the whole modules that the students would do. So they have that experience and that feel as well, instead of someone just telling them what to do, but they get to do as well.
And that's so impactful, because we always talk about, learning in our lessons with our students, and, that hands-on experience and how we want our students to be engaged, right, so that they really, truly understand the lesson. But that's the same with our teachers. We're always learning, with our professional development every year to become bigger and better for our kids.
Yes.
But that hands-on, it works for adults too. You want your adults to be engaged so that they're passionate about it and then take it back to their classrooms.
Yes, ma'am.
So you also mentioned a symposium in there.
Yes.
So we talked about out of school time, and it's really school after school, but what is the symposium?
So again, the symposium is really focusing on, we invite private schools or home schools or entities like YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, Parks and Rec, whoever it may be that serve students in the extended learning hours. And so they'll come in, and we have a welcoming by usually the superintendent, Dr. Smith. And then from there, we have a guest speaker. This year was Captain Barrington Irvin as a speaker, where they'll get a chance to hear that. And then they will go into breakout sessions. They usually go into about 3 breakout sessions where they get hands-on opportunities to learn and do, and hopefully take it back to wherever their place of work is. And it also ties into our Hampton curriculum. So it gives them that chance to say, hey, here's some things that Hampton City Schools is doing. Here's some things that we can do here at our particular area that supports what Hampton City Schools learning is.
Wow, a lot of collaboration.
Yes.
This summer, there are still opportunities.
It is.
I know that a lot of our students and teachers and parents are counting down the days until summer break.
Yes.
They're checking off those calendars. At least my own kids definitely are. But really, this program does go into the summer. So tell us about the summer opportunities that are there for our students.
Absolutely. So we have our S.T.R.E.A.M program, which stands for Science, Technology, Recreation, Engineering, Art, and Math, which is STEM plus as the recreation and art portion. And it's really a holistic focus, again, for the students. It is from June 24th through July 25th. We have 7 7 elementary schools and 4 middle schools that will be participating this
So
summer.
11 of our schools are participating in this.
Right.
Okay.
And anybody that would like information on it, it's on our website, Hampton City Schools website, under out of school time programs, and it'll tell you specifically what schools are available for.
Well, those 11 schools, do those students attend at that school site?
They do. They because it is a federally funded grant that's passed along through Virginia Department of Education. It has to serve those students that go to that particular individual school.
Okay. And you said that it's going to start June 24th
Yes.
and run for about a month till the
Yes.
end of July. What time of the day does this take place?
So it goes from 12 to 5:30 every day, Monday through Thursday. So in the way it's designed is that 2 days are academic days. 1 day is an enrichment day, and 1 day is a field trip day, and they all correlate and tie into what they're doing. This year, our theme is actually exploring Africa. So that is our theme this year. Each year is a different theme, and so all of our classes will have that theme-based approach.
Now, you know our parents want to know specifics.
Right.
You know, what does that entail as far as transportation, meals, or snacks?
So they receive a snack daily and a lunch daily.
Okay.
And then Hampton City Schools provides transportation for them as well. And it also couples well with summer school. When summer school starts, a lot of our students come from summer school as well and go straight into the S.T.R.E.A.M program. So it provides a whole day of learning opportunities.
And also, about how many students at each of these 11 schools can we serve?
So we sign up the first 75 at a time. We can take near 100. The list expands very quickly. So there's a waiting list already at some of the schools.
Okay.
But we like to stay within that 75 or 100 participant range, just because we have to be able to get them to certain locations, do certain field trips that have certain requirements for number-wise.
But still, that's around approximately 1,000 students
yes.
that we're serving through this program this summer. Now, you said a few of the schools already have waiting lists because it's high demand. Everybody now knows about the S.T.R.E.A.M program. It's very well thought of. So are there still opportunities, though, to register for some of the locations?
Absolutely. You can still, even the ones that are full, you can still go to your local, the school that your students attend, and get on the waiting list if they're full. And we try to accommodate those students as best as we can.
So parents have to go to the actual school to register, or can they do that online?
Yeah, we encourage them to go to the school because they will have to fill out some packages for them to sign for their child to participate. And they always can call the school, and they typically have a parent meeting about the summer where they can come just on that day for the parent information meeting about the summer as well.
So a lot going on. Pretty much 11 months out of the year,
Right.
even 12, you know, between the school year and the things that are going on in the evening, Saturdays, the summer symposiums, a lot of collaboration with our community partners and different businesses and organizations. So yes, it is pretty much school outside of school.
It is.
And anything else that you think that we need to make sure we hit on before we close out?
No, I think we're looking forward to another fantastic summer. One thing I do want to highlight is that every year we have a culminating Shark Tank event. So during that 21st Century S.T.R.E.A.M program, students have to build a project, and then they're going to have to present, and then they wind up competing, which is very good for the students. Gives them a chance to get up and do public speaking as well. And we always invite community members out to be part of our guest judges. So
it's adults, the community, and so forth that they're going ahead and presenting to.
Right, it is, and it's all. And we last year we were able to stream live for those parents that could not make the event or maybe deployed, and you want to see your children present. So we were able to put it on YouTube and work those parameters as well. So.
Well, thank you so much for being here today. Exciting things going on in your world and in the world of our students in the evenings, like I said, Saturday, summer. So lots of opportunities for them.
Thank you.
So thank you again for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you all for joining us on HCS Connects. In the meantime, stay connected with us. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Jump over to our website or our YouTube channel. Thanks and have a great day.